So, is the WNBA hating on Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, partially functional. Half of me is comfortable. The other half is close to the cliff, like Mrs. Huxtable. These boys got them hoses and clips. They pack like Lunchables, like white.
I don't know. In my opinion, looking at it, I believe the WNBA players are cheating on her in a way because they don't like the attention she's receiving and that she's been receiving since college hoops. And
Y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes.
honestly, there's been past players that we can look at that have gone through similar things like Caitlin Clark. We can even look at the men's league in the NBA. LeBron James, when he first came into the league, he skipped college, and players felt like he wasn't ready for the league. And when he got to the league, players tested him by hard fouling him or talking trash to them or whatever, because they knew he was going to be the spotlight, and he was the spotlight during that time. Caitlin Clark right now has received a lot of the spotlight, and I believe just WNBA players just don't like that at all, and they respond by doing unnecessary roughness, talking trash to her, calling her outside her name, doing all these things. And in the most recent game, or altercation actually, because it wasn't her most recent game. Her most recent game was against Liberty, and Liberty blew them out 104-68. It was just a bad game, a completely bad game. Caitlin Clark didn't show up. She had 3 points. She was 1 for 10. But besides that game, prior to that game, they played against the Chicago Sky with Angel Reese, and this one player, Chennedy Carter, she just hip checked Caitlin Clark, and it wasn't off of a live dribble game or a live dribble action or anything like that. It was just a hip check off of an inbound, and she didn't even get the ball. So league looked at it recently, and on Sunday they gave her a flagrant 1 foul for it. But honestly, she should have been almost ejected from the game. I feel like it wasn't necessary. It was completely unnecessary roughness. There was just a lot of things that she did, and just in that one moment, it was just unnecessary. And she continued by even just talking trash on Twitter, retweeting different things, saying things about her, calling her outside her name. It was just, all of it was so unnecessary, and she should have been fined a little bit more than what she was fined, honestly. And there was just frustration that Caitlin Clark showed from that, and I believe it had an effect on that Liberty game where they got blew out. So Caitlin Clark just needs to match WNBA players' energy, because she feels like she's being roughed up. She's not getting the same calls that a normal WNBA player would get, and she feels like she's not getting the same calls because of her name. So I just say she has to rise up to the occasion and kind of just outplay everyone and show them really why people are calling her the face of this league. In my eyes, she's not the face, but she's brought the most attention in terms of media, in terms of fans, brought more WNBA fans, just brought a lot more attention. She's gotten a multi-million-dollar deal with Nike, and then right after that, Asia Wilson did. There's just a lot of things that she pioneered in a way, and she's pioneering all of this media being brought to the WNBA. Whether people like her for her play style, how she talks, whatever, she's the reason why there's a lot of media right now brought towards the WNBA, along with some other players like Angel Reese and Cameron Brink, and a lot of the younger players that came out of the same draft as her. But the one, again, pioneering it, the head of it, is Caitlin Clark. And a lot of it, I believe, is just hate, a lot of unnecessary roughness that she feels like she's getting towards other WNBA players. I believe it's just from the players actually hating all the attention she's getting. And it's not even based off her play, because based off her play, I don't think she's a top 20 player, but just based off of her name and her image, her likeness, all of that, she's top of this, and she's brought a lot of media attention. Like myself, I'm even covering it. She's brought a lot of people towards covering the WNBA and giving their opinions and thoughts on what's happening with her and what's even happening with the WNBA. So I believe players need to calm down on hating on her a little bit, because she's the reason why she's getting so many attention from just regular folks that aren't really basketball fans. They're bringing a lot more fans to the game of the WNBA because of her. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know, do you think the league is being too rough on Caitlin Clark? Do the refs have it in for her and not making the same calls that they would make for other WNBA players? Or do you think that she just needs to step up to the plate and play better? Because she actually hasn't been doing well in terms of her play. She's been averaging around 15 points. I want to say, I'm going to check right now. She's been averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 35% from the field, 30% for the three-point line, and 90% from the free throw. So really, her shooting splits aren't good besides the free throw percentage. So that's the main reason. And her win share is negative, so they're not winning games. And until next time, guys, Milos out. Peace.